this is how to create a mail merge template in Zoho CRM. So this is a question we get asked a lot. So I'm here on a deal record, and let's say I want to generate a letter that I send out to clients who have a deal with us. So in that case, I can go down to settings and then find the customization column, and then to templates. And then along the top here, you've got email, inventory, and mail merge. We're interested in mail merge. So you've got two options now. You can either upload a document that you already have. So if you've already got a letter that you send out and you're just looking to automate this, you can click this icon here that actually is a download icon, but we're uploading. So you click on that and you choose the module that this relates to. So in our case, it'll be deals. Give the template a name. This is what your mail merge file will be. And then select the file that you want to upload. And you can see there's different file formats that you can import there. So that's the way to upload an existing document that you have. But if you want to create a new one, just click the left-hand side of that button. And in the same way, you select the module that you're working in. And we'll say this is deal mail merge template example. You can select a folder if you've got any set up, and you can give it a description. I'll just say this is a test document. Okay, and then click create. The reason that you have to select a module is because it needs to know what fields it can basically pull out of the CRM into your document. So if you've never used Zoho Writer before, this is the editor that we're using here to create our mail merge template. On the left hand side, you've got your menu. If you've used Google Docs or Microsoft Word, they're normally along the top. In Zoho Writer, it's down the side. So just starting at the top there, that's where all your formatting settings are. So if you've written something, you want to make it bold or align it left or right, it's all in here. Actually, when you highlight the text as well, sometimes you get a pop-up. But this is where you go if you are looking for those settings. Then further down that list, fields is one that's really useful, because a really common one that we get asked a lot is the date. So if you want to insert today's date, you could just click on today's date, and that's today's date right now. But when the document's generated next time, it won't be updated. That's just literally locked to today's date. The other option is if you drop down here and you do dynamic today's date, you get today's date. But every time the document's created, then it will put the date that the document is created. You might not like that formatting, and I can tell you actually that's the American formatting, because it's December now for me. So if I click on that field, there's two options, delete or configure. So I'm going to click configure, and I can see here that it's set to US English. So I'm going to do the drop down next to locale settings, and I'm going to change that to my local settings, which is Ireland. And you can see now it's day, then month, then year. But you also might want it to display the actual name of the month. So I'm just going to click the drop down and choose that option and click update all. So now we've got a dynamic date. Every time the document's created, that date is going to come in. So the next thing we need to know is, how do we add information in from the CRM? So this is where we give it kind of merge tags or merge labels. If we go down that list there to automate, this is where you're going to be doing most of your work when you're creating mail merge documents. So in here, you might want to say, dear, if it's a letter, dear person's name. So in that list of mail merge fields, I'm just going to type name. And now you can see it's broken it down into the different modules. So in the deals module, I've got a deal name, an account name, and a contact name. In the accounts records, I've got an account name. In the campaigns, basically it's got all of this stuff here. Now, the reason that these different sections are showing up, if I just go back to an example record, let's just open up the CRM, and I'm going to go into my deal here. Anytime we've got a lookup field, that is what is going to allow us to add information from other modules into our mail merge template. So the system knows that there's an account name field, which is a lookup to the account records. So that means that when this document, when a mail merge is generated from this document, the mail merge has access to go through that link and pull information back about that account. And the same way that it can do that about the contact, because we've got a lookup to the contact, the system then has access to go through and pull in the contact's name, the contact's phone number, the contact's email, all that information. It doesn't all have to be on the deal record. So jumping back into our mail merge template, I might just want to use the first name. So if I scroll down here, because we've got that lookup field on the deal record, I can just find the contacts list, the contacts module, and I know it's the first name that I want from there. So it'll say, click on that and it pops in here. So now we've got dear first name, comma, and I'm going to do a new line. This is the information I want to share. Maybe this is your quote information, all that kind of thing. And then you can say kind regards. And then you could be fancy here in theory and go down to users, and you could put in your full name. And what that should do is put in the name of the person who is generating the document. So in theory, you could have your name, different users could use the same template, and it puts in their name there as well. So really all you're doing here is you're writing your mail merge template, and then if there are specific pieces of information that are contained in your CRM records, you have access to search for those fields under the automation menu on the left hand side here. If you don't see something listed here, then it's possible that you selected the wrong module when you created the mail merge template. So for example, if you had selected leads, then if there's no lookup field to a deal, which there typically isn't between leads and deals, then you wouldn't see deals here. You'd just see leads and whatever the lead records have access to. There are some other things that you can do here, more advanced things, adding tables that repeat and things like that, but I'll save that for another video because this is just the basics on how to create these mail merge templates. So let's just do done now, and that will be saved. Now I'm back on my record here. I will see if I can access that mail merge template. Yeah, okay. So did you see how I did that? I just went up to the three dots in the top left corner, sorry, top right corner, and then did mail merge. And then I can choose from my mail merge templates there, click merge. It loads in the mail merge template, basically what we were just working on. Now I do have access here now. I can make changes to this if I wanted to on the fly. In this case, I probably just want to see what it's going to look like when it's filled out. So I can click this preview merge button here. And you can see here that it's changed. It's put in the name of the person. It's put in my name as the user. And at this point, if I wanted to, if it was just one off and I was doing it like this, I could download it, I could print it, I could email it, whatever I need to do from here. You could apply this to lots of different documents all at the same time. There's lots of different settings in the mail merge templates. If I scroll down here, you'll actually see the output settings. So you've basically got two options. If you want to use this document, you can do the preview as I just did and download it and do something with that file, or you can just leave everything as the default. So it's just going to create a new document, and I can click run merge. There we go. Now our document has been created. It's brought us back into Zoho Writer, but this isn't a mail merge template anymore. This is a finished document, but I can actually edit it. So it's filled in all the information for me. I could now, if I wanted to, like some businesses we work with, they like to write their own things in here. They like to have a section where they can just write a personal message in here. So this is my personal message. And then you can decide if you want to from here save a copy of it, save it, download it, whatever you want to do with it, download it as a PDF. That's up to you. There's lots of options with mail merge templates. You can have buttons on records which automatically create a mail merge output based on the text that's in your record and attach it as an attachment into your deal record, for example. You can have it sent automatically to the customers. I think it's normally a good idea to have a check of the record first and just make sure that it's all okay. So that's how you do a mail merge template in Zoho CRM.